Well, I picked up this Toro 521 snowblower for free the other day. Somebody found me online. They are tired of dealing with gasoline carburetor. They couldn't get it to start, and they went out and got an electric snowblower. So they called me, asked if I wanted it. I said sure. So let's see if we can get it to run and work and put it to use. We'll check the oil. Oil looks halfway decent. It's right up to the full line. There's no gas in it. Isn't there a meme or something about that? Let's just spray some starting fluid in it and see if it fires. Well, that's good. Let's put some gas in it. Well, turn the gas on and the carburetor is just leaking like crazy. I went to prime it. Gas is coming out of the top. So that tells me that that float is stuck, the needle's stuck. All right, turn the gas off. We gotta take that thing off and figure out what's going on in there. All right, to get this carburetor off, you just gotta remove the fuel line, and then you just got two nuts that hold it on. And we gotta pop the prime line off as well. And this thing is making a mess. Gas going everywhere. I mean, I got the gas turned off, but no wonder why they were like, we're done with it. Come get this thing. I thought that was a 12. No, it's 11. 11 millimeter wrench here. Make note where the linkage goes to, because you want to put that back in where it goes. If you watched one of my last videos on the Craftsman snowblower, you hear me mention I love these carburetors. You can adjust the high end and you can adjust the low end. You can set the mix. Newer stuff, you can't do that. So I'm going to check to see how many turns the lower mixture is at right now, just as a reference. Half, 1, 1 1/4. So when I put this back together, I'm just going to put it at 1 1/4. Not that that's 100% right, because somebody could have messed with it and not set it correctly. But if somebody didn't mess it with it, that could be pretty close. And you just take off this bottom. And pull this pin out. And there's your needle and float. And then there's really nothing else to take apart on this carburetor. Don't know if it needs a cleaning or not. Visually looking at it, it looks clean. So I'm just going to spray some carb cleaner through some of the passageways and just kind of get an idea if anything's clogged up. All right, that seems to be good. Sometimes this brass float has a hole in it. You can hear gas sloshing around there. That is not the case. There's some pinholes here in the main jet. It's right on the side here. Just make sure that isn't clogged up. That seems fine. So we just got to figure out what is going on. That the that needle's not setting. I'm just allowing the gas just to run in there. Because there is an adjustment on this one. You can see this metal tab. You can move that up or down. I don't know, I'm gonna, just since we took it apart, I'm gonna just put it right back together, hook the gas up and see what it does. All right, so all I've done is just put the carburetor back together, put it back on, hooked it up, and I don't have any gas running out of it. Let's see if it wants to start. All right, it'll only pop off on starting fluid, but it's acting like it's not getting gas. I'm starting it on full throttle. These older engines, only way that I can get them to start full throttle. And this is the adjustment I was talking about. And I think it's screwed in too much. It's screwed in so much that it's not letting gas through the main jet. So I'm backing it out a turn or two, timing it, trying to start it and see what it does. So I finally found that spot. Let me just go ahead and screw it back in. So now it's in there too much. It's not letting enough gas. So let me show you what it was doing. Kind of starts, dies. Or that was probably residual in there from when it was just running. So now, let's back this back out. I guess I probably turned that like a turn and a half there. So my suspicion is somebody was trying to tune this carburetor because it wasn't starting or running and just didn't know how to adjust it and turn that in way too far. All right, I got it going enough that I need to let it warm up. Once it's warmed up, we'll adjust this in and out for the high end just till, I do it by ear. I listen for it. Oh, we're dripping gas. And then we have the low end, which is that screw right there with the spring, and we'll have to adjust that when, you know, our throttle is down here at the idle position. All right, if you're really interested in learning how to tune these carburetors, this next bit is long and it's just me actively adjusting the low end. And you can see how I have set the idle screw almost all the way in, and then I'm adjusting that low side mixture, and ends up, you know, as I turn it in just a little bit, and then it finally picks up, and then you back the idle out. And then once you kind of get that dialed, get up to full speed, and then you adjust that screw on the bottom. So if you have questions about what I'm going to do here, let me know. Well, I got that carburetor dialed in. It does seem to be dripping gas. That's okay. I could rebuild it, put a new seal in it. I might just keep it for myself and use it. I don't know, we'll see. All I need to do now is just make sure the auger spins and it goes into gear, and I'll be done.